All right. So the reason we're here is because I have been a player housing nut for kind of a long time. I played player housing on Elder Scrolls Online, and I used to love doing that. But the game was kind of whatever. So when I found out that they were doing player housing in World of Warcraft, I came and, let's face it, IP that I think we all know this channel is a fan of, whether it's retail, SOD, Classic Plus, or whatever. And I got really excited. So I've been working on a house. We got our guild neighborhood. If you know anything about the lore of this channel, you'll understand it's called New Menethil. Our house, New Menethil, I'm plot 19. Look at this beautiful view. We'll get into that later, though. I'm almost level, I'm like 2/3 of the way to level 4. I don't know if I'll get it before midnight. Probably not, but I've been like going and looking up each expansion and seeing what I can go get. And then I've also been trying to pick a profession that has like whichever the coolest stuff you can make. Because I skipped so much of that. I never did professions anyways, you know? But I'm a total casual now because I've been, living the work life for the past year. And I don't have time to do the kind of raiding and stuff I used to do. So, but I also haven't felt super motivated to stream. However, I've been finding this a lot of fun. I've also been playing the shit out of Arc Raiders. So I've been thinking about maybe streaming that. Maybe now that I'm doing this, it might get me back into it. We'll see. But I'm really happy so far right now with where my house is. I've been working on it a lot. I'm maxed out on the outside. I think I'm maxed out on the inside, but I might have left a little room just for some ideas. So let me take everyone on a tour. We'll see first the plot, plot 19, which I think is, if you're looking for like a not the spooky area, I think plot 19 is unrivaled as the best. Why do I think that? Well, look at this. Look at this view. Look at that. This is just 1/3, maybe 1/4 of the view that you get. Now imagine you also look at this gazebo. I didn't make this gazebo. This gazebo is not technically on my plot, but who's gonna get it? It's landlocked with my plot, so it's mine. Gazebo. I can chill. Look what we got in here. We got some flowers. Doesn't count towards my backyard decor. We got candles I can't even get, and we got a book that I don't even know if we can get. So we got this little gazebo. We can hang out with the bud. And then we go down here, and look at this. We got riverbed access. We got the little ducks here. We got the otters playing around. Let's see, we get in our... We're so dialed in, dude. We're so dialed in. Look at this. We get in our Tuskar dinghy, and we just go for a little, leisurely stroll on the river with otters. And if we're even more dialed in, we're going to start fishing. Super casual gamer. Very relaxing. Look at this. We're going to catch a fish. Bam. Oops. I recasted. We're not going to catch a fish. Plot twist. Look at this. We got stingrays. Actually, Steve Irwin. See ya. Get out of here. Not on my property. That one's for Steve Irwin, brother. Don't be coming around here again. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, cute little shrew. We're gonna leave you alone, guy. Enjoy. Okay, so we took in this view. Look at that beautiful sky, by the way. Now we're going to check out this area. We got the little town over here. Look, you got to take a bridge to get over it so stay away from my property, but something I can still look at. Look at this guy, this little merchant's coming out. I can hop on there if I want, but I'm not going to because he's slow. And then we got the tower, so I know I'm protected. I could go over there if I want, but I don't. And you go up here, you got the nice little view of the otter down here. This guy, he's got his little flag, so I always know he's around. He can't sneak up on me. And then look, we even got a waterfall view. I mean, what more can you ask for? All this tree, I didn't plant this tree. You know? Waterfall view, freaking lighthouse view, little town view of people who stay on their freaking side of the river. Thanks. Okay, now let's take a look around. Look at this. So I got this well here. This well, I think it was from a Legion quest. You get it, I believe, around Braden Brook, if I'm saying that correctly. Right by Blackrook Hold, there's this rare that you end up killing. You can just look it up. I don't know. I'm not that type of channel, dude. But I got my thing for pre-ordering the game, and then I got my little book that drops on the end boss of Upper Karazhan. Sick book, dude. Sick. Look at that. So cool. Floating book with the little matching rug underneath, right? Because I'm a creative. We got the leaf coverage to show weathering. We don't rake leaves. Deal with it. Jacuzzi, right? I mean, how do you not have a jacuzzi, especially when you got dwarven technology spitting out the heat? I got my little stepping stool because I wanted to make it this big, but it's like impossible to get in. Maybe if you're a Tauren. So I made a little stool here. Super easy. Just this guy, enlarged it to like 200%. Boom. Now it is a step to get in. You can chill, dude, and it's so big. Look at this. So big, jacuzzi. Yeah, that works. Wait. Yeah, that works. Okay. Next. Okay, so this one I kind of got a wacky idea probably in the sauna for, but you get these, they're like from Gilneas, I think. This is a little shelf I added onto it with the tea set, you know, chilling outside with some tea. So this thing, I was like, dang, that's almost like a house. What if I made it 200%? And then I got this and I turned it around. If you see on the back, there's like it's like a little shop market thing with cool little candles and shit. Like, this thing is low-key really detailed. And so I enlarged it, turned it around, and that little counter turned into like a little bar, dude. Look at this. I'm facing the wrong way. I gotta fix that. Oh my god, dude. Everyone's seeing that. Oh my god. Okay, so then I got I put, let's see, it already comes with this thing on there, I think. Yes, it does. So boom, that's one less thing. Oh my god, I'm stuck. One less thing. I got my little think like Draenei bookshelf there. You gotta have the wine, dude. Coming inside. Well, actually, hold on. We're going too fast here. Got the lights, the little goblin lights. Put them at like 200%, and then I tucked them in a little bit, so they just look like they're kind of hanging out a little. Very nice, especially at night. Looks cool. So I got the stools there. Actually, let's see if we can do something live right here. How many of these do I have? Oh yes, get out of here. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Boom, here we go. Now we're vibing. One of these is gonna be sat correct. And I think it was the last one, so I'm gonna try that again. I don't like when it does that. I think you're like way off the ground too, brother. Come on, rein it in, dude. Rein it in. All right. Get it there. Maybe get it like this. Boom. Okay. And then this one, we'll just, while we're at it, boom. And then this one. Get back here, bro. Okay. Then last one here. Stupid clipping. Stop clipping. No one wants to sit that close to you, dude. Boom. Boom. Nope. Boom. Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna sit in these things, but oh, look at, well, would you look at that? And where did I say that one would be wrong? Okay, well, that's gonna be the little Easter egg one. So, I think it's just pretty cool. You could turn this like essentially wagon into like an outdoor shop. So you go in, walk in through here. You got your food. You got your recipe books. You got your little cheese plate that you're gonna put out. Then the wine or jungle juice, whatever you want to call that. You're not really. Maybe they're doing wine in a big thing like that, but. So I really like this thing. I think it's cool. It's got like a lot of different uses. Fence. We got fencing. We got the little picnic area with the. I don't know how I got that umbrella, but I got it. And we're sitting backwards. Okay, I gotta take note of this. I'm not gonna do that on this video though. We got our little clothing hanging. These are fence posts, and then the clothing thing, I think that's from Gilneas also. And then we got our little trellis with the roses on them, the giant roses with the little walkway to come in. Look at this, clean entrance. Okay, so one thing that I just did yesterday that I'm like actually super excited about, because I farmed a bunch of Zandalar stuff. There's a Zandalar gong that you get, I think, from like completing a quest or something, but look how big it gets. And it's like the whole side of the house now. Looks sick. So I thought that was really cool. It's like, let's see. Yeah, so this thing's like add 2 hundo. You'd even do it smaller if you wanted. But I kind of just like it being a big old beast. We're Zandalar, you know? We were with the light before the humans were, you know? So. And we'll see, I pay homage in this house. Don't you worry, to a lot of Zandalar culture. Both like ancient and then what they turned into. All right, we got our little Zandalar shipment here. with the bottles. We got our architect's table, our forge, our Dalaran anvil. I crafted this thing. I didn't get this thing off the auction house. I crafted it, dude. It's a little toy freaking train, dude. How cool is that? Toy train. Oh, look at it go. Open up. There you go. All right. Oh, you know what would be sick? Could do this real quick. Let's see if I have yes. So this could be cool or it could be nothing. I want to make it be a little black when that thing opens up. I don't know why it's all off center like that. All the way around. We'll make it smaller. Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Let's, all right, let's see. Oh, okay, but we need to bring it out just a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Maybe just a little bit more. Yeah, okay. That's really cool, actually. I'm going to do that again over here. I know. Dang, it costs 3, but it's worth it. It looks so cool. Dang, what is with these weird angles? I think if it like tilts down a little bit, it actually sticks into the wall better for what we want. Just a little smaller. Hey, okay, perfect. That looks cool. All right, enough messing around. All right, this is how it works. I get goes crazy. All right. All right, we got, okay, so we took you down to the riverbed already, showed the fishing. So we got our fishing set up here, fishing rods. We clean the fish here. We go and we chop it up here if we want. Then we got our mailbox. I think, oh, and the telescope. Look at this. This one I know is perfect. Boom, look at that. Looking straight out into the space. Getting zonked on the universe. And then we got this little small one here, so we can watch the sunset. And last but not least, we got the silver hand freaking banner, so you know where you're at, you know whose side you're on when you're coming in here. And, you know, that's it. That's it. You got your silver hand there. All right. All right, here is the entrance. We got this sick rug that I just got. Can't remember where. I think it's in Legion. Probably Suramar or some crazy stuff like that. All right, so what did I mean when I said I'm paying homage here? Where did night elves come from? Trolls, right? So, why would this troll not... Oh, hold on. Why would this troll not want to pay homage to the night elves? We share a lot in common. We share genealogy. So, like, it's not too far-fetched to think that a Zandalari troll might be interested in night elf stuff. The Mog, by the way, this is the Mog we're going with right now. So we got the little torch. This is when we have to have our shield on, but when we don't have to have our shield on, and this is what I'm looking forward to with the new changes with the transmogs that's coming up in the free patch, that I won't have to do this. Oh wait, I don't even need this guy. See ya. I just need to change to this. Yeah. Now we're ready, dude. Look at that. We got our little vial of wine. We got our torch for dark times. And we got our sick courtyard. Now our ethereal buddies hanging out with us. Our night elf courtyard. This you get from Nighthold. With the leaf and grass coverage to give, make it seem like we're outside. This drops from rares in Darkshore, and it's a fountain, or no, it's a night elf like brazier thing flipped upside down and put up into the ceiling. So it's like having a magical connection with this, like what's going on. I don't know, but it's like some cool night elf stuff. So then we got in here some more cool night elf stuff going on. We got bushes with roses. We got grass. We got vines on the wall. We got our little moon ball energy thing here with our little other night elf light guy, which looks cool. And I don't know, I don't know what it is or how I got it, but it looks cool. And if you put the ball on top of it, it looks even cooler. So that's why I did it. All right. What's up, Ethereal, dude? How long are you gonna hang out here for? But I didn't even need to use you, dude. All right, we got our second little night elf tree here with our cool little glowy plant that I put in there for effect. Thought it was cool. A little tease for the room over there, huh? You guys catch that? Oh man, just wait. Then I gotta make sure I don't give it away. Okay, that was terrible. We got the grass with the more bushes and the roses, and we got the basket with the cool tree and the two sconces. These also come from rares in Darkshore. Rare place to get them from. I saw some YouTube video that said that's where they drop, and so I started farming them, and I think the word's gotten out because I fly around there and there's never any rares anymore. All right, my bad. Okay. Then we got another cool night elf lantern here. So you guys get it. We got the effects here. We got the night elf cool stuff. We got the bookshelves, so we'd look cool. All right. Okay. So, if you know this channel at all, you understand exactly why I have this room in here. This is a Paladin first channel. This channel is dedicated to Paladin sometimes. Not all the time, but most of the time when we're playing WoW. So we got our Silver Hand chapel that we built on our own. And Sick, dude. I freaking love this thing. Okay, so we're gonna go on the little tour here. We're gonna get over the shoulder a little bit. As you walk in, we got, of course, the book, the holy book, with the light beam that goes up into the ceiling. We got the little knight. I think that's definitely from Suramar. It's just a vendor. I think it costs order hall resources, but it looks cool. It's a stepping stone, and it's got like a little step area to look at the holy book with the light beam to the ceiling. We got over here, of course, because paladins are not just about being holy, we're also about whipping ass. So if we need to, we are ready. So don't mess around. All right. Okay. We got all these paladin order hall candles around, which give awesome freaking lighting, especially on the white marble thing. We got this sick bookshelf that I think we got from questing in Legion, and I added this little light in here, and I also tucked one back in here. You can kind of see it back there, and it just gives like a cool lighting effect on the inside. Otherwise, this got kind of like dimmed out by everything else. We got more paladin candles for the lighting effect. Amazing. We got these you get from Dornagal. If you played this expansion at all, you should be able to get a bunch of them. So over here we got our little side like, you know, tribute areas. And when I built I built this altar. These right here are let's see, let's get some. They are this doorway. I'm max, so I can't. But it's this doorway flipped upside down and maxed out big. So I get the gold from it. And there is an opening, but I take care of that opening by doing the sick replica Librum of Ancient Kings from the Paladin Order Hall. So not only do I get this sick like side altar with like a 3D effect on it, but it also gives like a super cool lighting effect. Like look at that from over here. Like it didn't look like that from up close, but that looks sick, right? So that's beaming onto this statue and then the wall there. So that gives a cool lighting effect. I built these stairs. They're all individual things. And there's like a little kneeling pad here. And of course, the altar and the Guardian of Ancient Kings. The more paladin lights, those candles give such good lighting. We got this Hedge, our old Plunder Storm, aka raid leader, aka neighbor in New Menethil. He made this for me as a topper for my Christmas tree, but it's no longer Christmas, so I am now using it in the chapel as like a headpiece. Then I got this like blood elf looking thing that you get for pre-ordering. I'm not super attached to this, but it looks pretty cool and it belongs, so it's here. Then I got all these little benches. Bench, of course, a pew. I wanted to get something lower key because it's not the biggest room in the world. And if I went with the benches that have the whole back to them, it would look kind of weird, and I couldn't make them look cool with the white and the gold. Okay, all right. Now we go upstairs to my bedroom. We got our boxing gloves here because we're badass. We got our Zandalar, tribute wall because we are Zandalar. We got we got this weapon rack, so we're locked and loaded in our room. These are bookshelves of Gonk. So the vendor in Zuldazar, like the top of the pyramid, not where the queen is, but the one underneath, sells these. You have to do an unlock. It's either a quest or something. Just look up Bookcase of Gonk, and I'm sure some guide will tell you how to find it online. And as you can see, I replicated the little light things here to give a little extra juice to it, Took a lot of books to fill that thing up. All these are like I think they're like the elegant Suramar windows, which are pretty cool. They give off like a pretty cool light. This one, I think you had to complete a quest for. Then we got our little thing from Darkheart Thicket, our chest with our juice on top of it, We got our cool Zandalari bed. This Zandalari bed, this shelf, that's all from the same person I was just talking about. We got, I don't know what that is, but it's near the bed. We got our little chair to hang out next to it. So, it is what you want it to be. Let's see here. Then we got our bathroom. Coming into the bathroom here. We got our chest, like our hamper, whatever we want it. I don't know. It just looks like it belongs in here, We got another one of these cool purple trees in a basket. So I made this cabinetry, which is why it kind of looks bad. But I just got an idea that I thought it would look cool, like using the windows for like a cabinet, like a cabinet door. And then I got these little pillows on there, and they're like the handle. They're like little plush handles. And then I made a little thing here. We got our cologne or whatever you want, like mouthwash. So I made a little sink because I thought it looked cooler than the other one, because you can't change the color of the other one, and I didn't want it to just not match. So I put a fountain in this thing, and I put a mirror behind it, so you can kind of see the fountain clipping out here. But it was hard to like figure out how to make it look good, so just ignore that. Similarly, I made my own toilet. I got my Venthyr book next to it. I got a little seat cushion, and then I put a little stool in there, which kind of looks like it could just be the the fleshy hole, but it's actually a way of being able to sit on it. And I built in a little squatty potty. Whatever. Everyone does it, even Zandalar. Okay, we got our bathtub with our heater, so we always have warm water. We're big on warm water baths. And then this little thing when we want to like put stuff on it, and then don't worry about that. And moving on. And we got our little Zandalar fence here. I crafted these. I crafted them. And they're actually really cool. They look really cool. I should craft more, actually. Those would probably actually look really cool, like big. And if I put them around the house, like freaking stay away. Especially those people on the other side, you know, that I was showing. I mean, they don't come over the river, but if they ever got the nerve, I don't know. I mean, who knows what would happen. Okay. So I'm super excited to show you guys the next room. But first, I'm going to have, before, I've had the worst timing. Before I went live, I made these chicken pot pie little thingies. And then I didn't eat them because I went live. One sec. All right, thank you. Had to be done though. Oh my god, I'm hungry. Okay. I might be slightly off the ground, but we're fine. Okay. Super excited to show the next room, which I worked very hard on. And I think it looks actually pretty good. So one thing about player housing, before I show you guys, you can duel inside of houses. So I thought it'd be cool to make a dueling arena that I can look at from my room. So we'll go down, but before we go down, we got some side seating. You can sit here and watch. Middle is obviously the best. We got our gnome lights here. Got these off the auction house. Not too expensive, but necessary for what we're going for here. So it's really cool because there's like the spotlights. Especially if there were like people dueling in there. We went the red, white, and blue because we're wrestling fans. And that's old school. It's like the closest I could get to ropes. Which they're just flipped over trellises that I like combined kind of. All right. Well, we're going to get like one more little view from... Oh, no, we're going to drop down. That's what we're going to do. All right. So, of course, we got the gloves here. For the combatants. And then you walk in. Here's the ring. Sit here. These are correct as well. I know that. These are the posts so you can't jump through. And it's like the height so you actually can't jump out. So you could set up rules like if someone leaves or falls out or jumps out, they lose. But each side you can't get out. Zandalars are like, I'm pretty sure got the biggest hops. And then I put these wood planks in here so the okay. Well, we just found a loophole here. So the idea is that you know, you would have your friends come in and duel. And it would be sick. But the problem is I don't have any friends. I'm kidding. The problem is player housing is just still like early access, so not everyone has it. But we got our little drapes here on the sides. Like a legit ring, dude. You know, a legit ring. I think I want to take a look at that. I want to minimize light other than the beams of light. And then I'm probably want to use those somewhere else because they look cool. And then we're actually connected to here, so you can come in and pray for the damage you just... Excuse me. You can come in and pray for the damage you just inflicted onto your friend. Okay, cool. So that's that. We're walking. Why is that one bookshelf just like, I don't know. It's like a little different than the other ones. Oh, it's a secret bookshelf. Secret entrance to a speakeasy. What? There's a bookshelf with the cool Suramar windows. These are like the ones that aren't fancy, but there's ones that are fancy, and I like the ones that are fancy because they give off cool light, but these ones still look cool, especially when you're trying to be low-key. Cool little couch. Obviously we went with a specific aesthetic here. I like the way the blue and the plum look. Especially with like the Belladar stuff. So we got our table here with the barrels that are scaled all the way down. Again, shout out Hedge, aka former raid lead, aka former sod player. Then we got, oh no, this is... People are watching this. Oh no. Ew, gross. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay. This is what we're gonna do. This, you see, this is how I just like spend way too much time doing this. Okay, and we got the different size grills, you know, because that's life. There's different. This is for your little slow cook, and you can actually cook on these, which is cool. Then we got our Zandalar pit with a little smoking ham on top of it. Our leg bone, and a little veg next to it. But this one you have to get to level 50 cooking, and then there's like specific things you need to make. Super easy. Took almost no time. This is like a really cool vendor, and I think Valshara, he's just like, he walks around in the like southeast area, and he had like this cool cooking table. I put a little cheese on there. I got a barrel, got all this. This is the little spooky like concoction area, like if you're trying to go ham on you know, some bevies, some adult bevies. We got the secret stash right here, and I made like a cool little candle deal here for lighting, and then I put the lighting on top of here, and it like actually reflects off the green light, which is really cool. We got the lighting, we got seated areas, this sick fireplace from a dungeon in BFA, I think. I just can't remember which one, but it's just look through your dungeon journal, and like I did, and you'll find it. Another cool barrel. We got these seats. We're just chilling. Like, look at these vibes. It's a cool speakeasy vibe, I think. Something needs to go here, but we'll figure it out. We got... Oh, and just so you know whose side you're on when you're in this bar. Silverhand. And that's it. All right, there is the speakeasy. We're making our way into the throne room. First, you got to pass by and pay respects to the Zandalari altar. This, I think you got to like complete the whole Zandalar stuff for, so it is time consuming if you haven't done it before, but if not, if you're a Zandalar and you don't have this in your house, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, brother. And then we got another gong here, and we're taking up the wall with it, which is sick. We got the Zandalar forge. The Zandalar forge with a little toy statue on there. And then we got the little Zandalar sconce, which is absolutely sick. I think you can get them on the auction house. And the Zandalar lantern, which costs, I think, war resources. I am on, yeah, what's up, man? I'm on, dang, 600. What up? We're back. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm on Area 52, but guilds are cross-server now, cross-realm, and we're actually looking for more because we don't have a ton of people in the guild that's pre-ordered, but we are going to have plenty of room in our neighborhood, and we're going to be doing the endeavors and stuff, so be cool to have some chill people in the neighborhood. So if you are interested, you can comment. We're pretty casual guild, but we do, you know, we have a few people who do like high level Mythic Plus sometimes, or like rating, heroic rating. Cool. So we got the forge here. The forge is, you have to get 150 ranking on a Zandalar specific profession. Didn't took thank you. It didn't take too long to do it, but it was it's kind of time consuming. I picked inscription because it made some cool things, like the fence post up there, but the later part of it was kind of annoying. We got our sick gong here. We got our horde weapons. Just like, come get some, you know? Come get some. And then we got our, so you get this from Siege of Orgrimmar. Sick, right? It doesn't come with the fire in it though, so I stuffed in some braziers in there, and we just sit, and then we admire Onyxia's head here, which resides above the throne in honor of the kill. We got our little loot pile here with a sword in there. If you want to come try to get it, good luck. We got the glaive over here. Got the horde emblem. Got that from Upper Blackrock Spire. So it's super easy to farm. Undead table, and then the built-in cat tree, which at certain point they gotta let you be able to like place one of your pets somewhere. But for now, we got a plushie up here. It's an elephant. It's not a cat, but it still gives you the understanding of what this is, which is a built-in freaking cat tree with lighting, so you know they can see when they're cleaning their little paws. We got a little thing down here with they all got pillows on them. You know, pillows on the inside, the rug, and the stone. So that's the house. That's where I'm at. It's not anything massive, but I think it's I really like it right now. I would like it somehow if I could make this look more like an open area with like no roof. I don't know if that's gonna end up being like a room that you can do, but I would really like where it's at right now. This is I like this chapel. Like, I think this chapel is sick. This might be one of the coolest things I've ever done in this game, in my opinion. And then, oh yeah, we got the little holy water thing here. But then coming in here and just dueling, I could get someone to duel, you know? Okay. Oh yeah, we got this one we got to take out too. Whoops. I mean, that one actually is fine because it's for the... You need it for the... gloves. All right, so that's it. My house. I'm gonna we're gonna go for a little fly around the neighborhood just to give a little advertisement, because of course, like I said, we're trying to get some extra friends in here. So as you can see, there's plenty of room available. There are some pretty, you know, good spots. There are some good spots that, you know, have been taken already, but there's still a lot of great spots available. We need people. So thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in joining New Menethil, let me know in the comments. We'll, you know, do a vibe check. This isn't just an open invitation, but we'll do a vibe check. Appreciate everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening.